Coming to you from the Physical Therapy Justice Department. Alright everybody, I gotta explain something to you today because the entire physical therapy profession has been completely corrupted and physical therapists are not realizing it. This is all being done by POPTS, physician-owned physical therapy facilities. Why are these in place? It's because of your leaders, your NCPTA, your APTA, and all the rest of the PTAs that have not taken due diligence in setting things up. And this goes out in multiple realms. But number one, the reason that you don't see occupational therapists or chiropractors or dentists or something like that within a doctor's facility is because they are professional associations, either PAs or they're PLLCs, which means that they have to be what the entity is to own it. In other words, a dentist has to own the dental facility and all the rest of the stuff. The problem you got with physical therapy is the physical therapy industry did not set this standard in place, and therefore now you have all these orthopedic surgeons that have their own physical therapy right there in their own place, referring, getting all the patients and keeping all the patients and saying it's best for the patient, but as we all know, it's really because it's a financial incentive, which the laws cover. Now, with that said, let me explain something to you. Just because, okay, so no, let's go into the legal aspects. Article 28 of North Carolina's law says that a healthcare professional cannot refer to another healthcare professional that they have a financial incentive of. What? Well, that's completely being violated by many well-known orthopedic and other facilities that have their own PT clinics making plenty of money off of us. In fact, it makes you wonder why NCPTA is not pursuing legally outdoing or eliminating the whole POPS arena, considering that South Carolina already passed it a good 5, 6, 7 years ago. They got that outlawed, and the doctors tried to appeal, and it was upheld because they have an article that is very similar, almost exact to ours, which could easily be used as precedence in order to overturn this whole POPS arena that has taken place here in North Carolina. What that would result in, most people don't realize there's a law called Incident 2. Due to the fact that you have a PT working with supposedly a doctor or underneath the doctor and supposedly under their supervision, as we know is a bunch of bull, they can have technicians, and those technicians can see Medicare patients, as they can't out in an outpatient facility that is independently ran and having to survive on their own. You have to see a PT or PTA. It has to be a licensed individual. That's Medicare law. But these wonderful physicians who supposedly overview and oversee their treatment, they can have little technicians who have absolutely no degree, just work underneath of a PT and see these patients. The economic dilemma that creates, due to that being the scenario, these POPS physical therapists are paid a lot more money because obviously they're making them a lot more money. The problem you have is you got 5 patients, let's say each one of those techs just sees one Medicare patient, and only one, and they don't go floating around dovetailing as I know they do, but it's not legit. Let's say that were to be the case. All those 5 patients that are seeing those 5 techs would have to see a PT or a PTA. Do you realize what that does? That completely revamps the system, creates a supply of patients that would completely overwhelm the private practice industry, increase your salaries, increase your demand, and all the rest of the stuff. As many have seen, salaries have dropped by dramatic measures. You're seeing $60,000 to $68,000 a year to be paid as an outpatient facility in an outpatient facility. Bottom line is, okay, the problem you got is these POPs. If these POPs were eliminated, there would be so many freaking patients that you guys could all start your own private practice and all be successful because patients would be everywhere. And they need physical therapy. And guess what? It would go back to the principal interest of economics, which is basically the better service you get, the better you're going to see the patients and the more patients you're going to see. Rather than this monopoly of these lousy doctors saying, oh yeah, you're going to go to my PT clinic because I'm going to overwatch your treatment and all the rest of the stuff. Bull. Okay? It's completely illegit and nobody is pursuing it. You know why? Because I believe the NCPTA has insiders who actually are a part of a semi-POPS, whether it be by private stock, as I have seen, and other facilities. All you have to do is drive around and look up PT clinics and go look and see if they're inside a doctor's office or butt-butting next to it where they're probably running the building for an escalated rental price. That's all you got to do. Go check it out. Bottom line is, it's been 5, 6, 7 years since this has been outlawed down in South Carolina. PTs were required to find a new job within 6 months or they lost their license. Because you know what? It's not legit. That's why you're not supposed to be a part of the NCPTA if you're a part of a POPTS. That's why they're anti-POPTS. But we got an interest discrepancy taking place. Okay? Things need to be handled. We need to pursue this. We need to get rid of these POPs and get this business back into what it needs to be. Your salaries will increase. The jobs will increase. The amount of business out there will increase for everybody. And the bottom line is completely hypocritical. You can go to any other state and reimbursements are astronomical in comparison to what they are here in North Carolina. Reason being for that is because many of those states don't have all the POPs that are prominent here. Well, when you got all the POPs here and they got all these freaking extra items that they can exploit, it makes it so that they can go ahead and decrease these payments and they can decrease everything to these private practices, because what are we going to do? Okay? So look here, we all need to get together. We need to work on this together. This is not a single individual. We got to get this going now. So look, we're going to be pursuing this legally. We're going to look into the South Carolina. Any support that you guys can assist us with would be absolutely wonderful. We are the Physical Therapy Justice Department. We are trying to put things together. We're working together. We're building this now. We're looking at getting our website up and established, but we're going to keep everybody posted on how things are going. We got to do this now because the system's crashing. We got people, I know private practices have dropped to 2 days a week of being open. All the rest of the stuff because the market is so down in the tubes, from $72 copays for PCBS to everything else. The bottom line is, if the patients were there, we wouldn't have this problem, and it's due to the doctors that are consuming these patients. We got to do it together. All right, look us up. We'll be coming out. It'll be physical therapist, justicedepartment.com. And we got to get it up and going, but, bottom line is we need to get this going now. So if you have any inquiries or you wish to support or help us in any type of way now, you can always email us at, go ahead and do my personal account, do PODie35@yahoo.com. That's POADIE 35@yahoo.com. Send me an email because I'd love to hear your input. I'd love to have some support, whether it be man hours, whether it be labor, whether it be money, whether it be whatever we got to do. Let's do it because we got to get this done. All right, God bless, and let's do it. Bye.